So here we are back for Saturday Showdown, and we have got some pretty decent matches on tonight. I said there was going to be some new feuds starting. Well, one feud that is about to start is Chris Kanyon and Dusty Rhodes, and I think this is a feud that both of these guys need. And I think after this feud, at least one of them will be ready to face off against the main eventers, the big guys in the company. So let's see how we're going to kick things off. We're going to kick things off with Van Hammer beating Ron Harris in arguably one of the worst matches ever. But I'm not giving up on Van Hammer yet. I think I've pretty much given up on Ron Harris. I mean, his brother's left and he's just lingering around here. There's not much of a role for him. He's not much use without his brother. So let's use him to put Van Hammer over because he's not a good wrestler, but he's got a good look, and I think with the right gimmick, maybe we can get Van Hammer a bit higher up, maybe not. But anyway, I'm giving him a chance. Then we've got a good main event tonight, actually. Jeff Jarrett's not appeared for a while, and I think Jeff Jarrett and Dusty Rhodes would be a good scrap, so that's going to be the main event, and we've got a little video hyping up that match because there's been no build-up, so let's give it a little build-up here at the beginning of the show, and should be a good match, no interference, Jeff Jarrett's just going to win clean. Air Raid are going to beat the Marmalukes. The Marmalukes have gone down, haven't they, recently? They're just it's just not really worked out for them since the feud with Totally Buff. But it's a good way for Air Raid to get over and progress. The Evolution Revolution are coming back. They've made their return, and they're a little bit like the NWO. They've got 4 members at the moment, and they'll probably recruit another one soon. And they're just going to come out and attack Tommy Dreamer from the Extreme Revolution, which on Nitro, New Jack is going to join. The reason he's not joined now is because he is going to lose his end feud with Shane Douglas in a Texas Death match. I think Shane Douglas can really kick on from here after this feud. And New Jack, the story's going to be he's lost to Shane Douglas. He didn't get any help from his stable mates in the Filthy Animals, and the Extreme Revolution are basically going to come and poach him. They're going to take him away. So that's going to be the little story there. New Cruiserweight Champion, LeRoux. He's going to win a 4-way. And this is pay-per-view worthy, this match. LeRoux, Yushin Liger, Chris Candido, Chavo Guerrero. Interview Chris Kanyon to start his feud with Dusty Rhodes. Totally Buff are the new tag champs, and the Evolution Revolution basically are going to try and win all the belts between them, starting with Totally Buff today. And I didn't want to keep the tag straps on O'Haire and Jindrak because O'Haire's a lot more over at the moment, and I didn't want Jindrak to hold him back. So they were the tag champs, Totally Buff have won, and the other team involved were Chronic. Then we've got a 1 vs 1 angle just to get Nash involved as well. Nash is going to call out Lance Storm to a match on Monday Nitro. I mean, I say it should be a decent match. I mean, any match with Kevin Nash in isn't very decent, or it hasn't been for a while. But we can work that in so Scott Steiner gets involved as well. So that's that. Spoken about the main event, and of course, interview with Goldberg, as always. He's going to lay into Sting, who is his new feuding partner. So let's start the show. Yeah, as I expected, maybe a bit better actually. But Superplex, Van Hammer on Ron Harris, 1, 2, 3. Dusty Rhodes, that's better. If the fans are tuning in now, that's good. Air Raid, Marmalukes, good match. Very good quality, and I think that'll do Air Raid a lot of good. Like Golden Dragon Nuclear Spike, is that a move? That's crazy. Okay. Tommy Dreamer in the ring, Evolution Revolution Rundown in it for ring. They all swarm over him and beat him down. When Nash is satisfied with the beating, they back off and head back toward the locker room, making their point. Cruiserweight title has gained image. I knew it would. Very good champion, LeRoux. Chris Kanyon, I think his feud with Dusty Rhodes is a genius move, actually. Just at the right point in both guys' careers. The three-way tag match went down pretty well for what it was. So there we go. Buff Blockbuster 1, 2, 3 on Mark Jindrak. Lance Storm lost overness from this. Never mind. Kevin Nash comes out and challenges him. So Lance Storm's in the ring. He's talking about Scott Steiner. I've added that bit in because he's feuding with him. Nash comes out, challenges him to a match because Nash has to get his oar in everything, doesn't he? New Jack Shane Douglas, good feud ender. Would have liked it to have got a bit better than that, but everyone's gained overness. Everyone's happy. Douglas DDTs New Jack. Douglas floors New Jack and locks in an ankle lock. And it's a submission. It was an I Quit match, by the way, not a Texas Death match. Goldberg, very good. That is fantastic rating, just what we want. And the main event, a bit shit actually, wasn't it? Spinning neck breaker on Dusty. Jarrett moves in with a kill. Stroke 1, 2, 3. Okay, well that didn't turn out too well, but we got an overall score of 73%, and these ratings are going up despite having some terrible matches on it, like Van Hammer and Ron Harris. I'm not going to use them again this month after that, unless it's as a jobber. Oh, we had an incident as well the other day. The incident was I got offered a contract at Ring of... I can't even remember. Another... Ring of Fire, maybe. Another wrestling company, but I rejected it, of course. So there we go. Showdown 0.46, not very good. Hogan wants a match with Goldberg. No, maybe at the next pay-per-view, but no. In fact, no, not at the next pay-per-view, because Goldberg's facing Sting. No, Hogan. I might have to let you go. Ooh. Goldberg wants to take Scott Steiner's manager. You know what? That could have been perfect if he was feuding with Steiner. Steal his manager. But he thinks it would improve his interviews and give an extra dimension to his character. So, I mean, I've not used Medeja yet, so Steiner, I'm sure, can get someone else. Shane Douglas. Oh, Chris Candido thinks he should be higher up. I think he's just in the mid-card at the minute. You know what? He probably deserves it. Right, let's have a look. New Jack and Shane Douglas. 77. That's good. And where's Shane Douglas? 81. He's rising up. He's doing well. Let's have a look at the morale. Yeah, pretty much the same. Let's go to Monday. Heat. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. So I think that's going to conclude this show. And oh yeah, we're going to have another feud starting. Shane Douglas and Jeff Jarrett. So get ready for that one. See you on the next show where we've got Kevin Nash versus Lance Storm and the start of a Douglas Jarrett feud.